Hi, I'm Chris Kenny, President and CEO of the Kenny Family ShopRites of Delaware, and we're here filming season 2 of Aisle Trials. And I wanted to welcome the judges, and if you could introduce yourselves.
My name is Pedro Moore, entrepreneur, founder of Fund and Fuel, and a venture advisor to Terexis Capital.
Hello, Mac McLeod, CEO of Carver Ties, a media company based here in Wilmington, Delaware. Pleasure to be here.
Hi, I'm Carla Guzzi. I'm the president of Bing's Bakery and Bing's Bake and Brew, and I'm very happy to be back for season 2.
My name's Wendy Wolf, and I am the owner of Molly's Kitchen. About a year and a half ago, I was struggling. I was struggling with depression and also a substance abuse disorder. And my substance of choice was alcohol. I came to a point in my life where it was either, just continue to survive or start living. And I reached out and I got the help that I needed. And I've been in recovery for a year and a half. I live in recovery every day. It's the most important thing to me.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without everybody helping me and giving me the coping skills that I have. So about 2 months after that, since I didn't have that toxin in my body anymore, I really looked into improving my life in other ways. And of course, I started working out again. Also, I had hit menopause, which that's a really rough time for women, and literally packed on 25 pounds like that. So all those combinations, I decided to improve my life and work on different aspects of it. So as far as the nutrition, I needed to do something. I was also pre-diabetic, so it was really like I had to change. So I researched a lot of things, and my husband, Dan, right here, he suffers from Crohn's disease. So we decided to incorporate plant-based eating into our diets. Then the pandemic hit, so home all the time with a kitchen. So we started cooking together and making, entrees and everything that were healthy for us, and really got into it. Well, then it came time for dessert. So, what is there for dessert? I have a huge sweet tooth. Like most people like at least something after they eat that's gonna satisfy their sweet tooth. I dabbled in the black bean brownies, I dabbled in sweet potato brownies, and nothing satisfied my sweet tooth. I began reading about vegan baking and all the ingredients that go into them. I learned that the flaxseed, for instance, acts as an egg and an egg binder. So, combination of all the ingredients and a lot of experimentation, the Molly was born. So the name Molly's Kitchen, obviously it's not my name, and it is named after our rescue dog. She was super malnourished when she got to us, so she's a little food, obsessed. So she's always under my feet in the kitchen. So we joke and we call it Molly's Kitchen, and then it just morphed into that. And the Minty Molly, since I am a chocolate mint fan, that was the first Molly that was born. So the Minty Molly, I believe, tastes like a Girl Scout Thin Mint, only in brownie form. And after that was the Maui Molly, because after being quarantined and sitting in our house, you want to escape somewhere, and what better place than Maui? So Maui Mollies are the coconut. Then after my friends and family got a hold of the 2 flavors, they were like going crazy. My phone was blowing up. Can we have more? Can we have more? So that spiraled into the business starting, and everybody was demanding peanut butter. The name Montreal Mollies for the peanut butter is a little bonus brownie trivia, because peanut butter originated in Montreal. So that is how that came about. And the last is the Maple Molly. Everybody likes a brownie with nuts, so hence the Maple Molly. And after all this got going, and I really tapped into this passion that I didn't even know I had, and this creative side of me that I really didn't even know I had, and just getting them to people's hands and mouths and getting the reaction, and just like everybody, you know, I love making people feel good. I love what I do, and I love the reaction I've gotten. So I decided to start taking orders, and I'm so new into the game. I don't know if you noticed that I was probably one of the last submissions, and when it presented itself to be into aisle trials, I just made a video on my own and tapped into it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you for coming. And I can tell you from personal experience, God willing, this August will be 25 years for myself. So
That's
I'm
so
really,
awesome.
it's good to see a newcomer, somebody that's new into the rooms. I know this is not a meeting, but for other reasons, I can tell you I identify with what you're going through and your experience. It's been a long time, of course, for myself, but I know it's people, places, and things. Meeting makers make it, right?
Yeah.
So there's some things that'll be etched upstairs for many, many years to come, and I wish you success in that. And,
Yeah, thank you.
and
I
in the
really, truly
business.
believe in living that way of life now, and every day that I work on it every day, and I love being involved in that community. And I live by the steps. I give back. I clean house, work the steps, give back.
That's great.
And that's how what I get from it.
That's
It heals me. So
That's so good to hear. And I did eat a little bit of each one of them, and I did like the Montreal and the minty one. Not so much the maple and the Maui. I thought that they were, just didn't have the same moistness. A little chalky, but aside from that, I like the way that you've done your homework on the nutritional facts, and looks like you've got some real clear cost metrics down. I see you have a brand. Where do you see yourself in terms of next steps? Where would you like to see your business in the next 30, 60, 90 days?
Well, when I saw this opportunity, I really thought it was a great combination, because I haven't gotten out there, and you being the fabric of the community as far as a locally owned grocery store, and people are there all the time. My product has an extremely long shelf life because it has no eggs, no oils, no flour, and no sugar. So the shelf life is amazing. They also freeze well. And just to have a presence in the ShopRite, may it be in the bakery or on the shelves, I think is a great opportunity for both of us. There's a huge plant-based movement going on, and people are really looking into that. They don't want to spend $1,800 a month on medications because they're diabetic, So to change eating habits and still have something that tastes good, like I used to think vegan stuff was going to taste like the box it came in, but I realized that that's not how it has to be. So.
Well, I would say we're a baker by trade, my family, right?
Yes.
So what I would say is this product looks to me that it's gluten-free as well.
It's gluten-free, it's vegan, diabetics can eat it.
Okay.
Basically, anybody can eat it.
The reason why I'm saying that is it says that it's organic as well, and now I see the little /GF on the bottom. I think that should be a much bolder label on this presentation, because
Okay.
I know that people like organic, they like gluten-free, and they like plant-based.
Okay.
I'd have
Yep.
to agree with Chris. I thought the maple was a little dry.
Okay.
I thought the Montreal was a little bit more moister. I don't know if that's the
peanut butter layer.
Yeah, complementing that.
Yeah.
And I thought the Maui with the coconut was nice as well. But for some reason, the maple seemed just a little bit dry. I don't know if it's the products in there, or maybe the center will be a little bit moist. Sometimes these containers will bring moisture as
Right.
well. But
Right.
overall, I think you have a great opportunity here.
Thank you.
What I would say is if you didn't make it through to the shelves of ShopRite. I think that your target audience should be local bakeries who don't really want to spend time on this.
Right.
Right, but they want to offer that product to their
Right.
customers. So that's just something to think about.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Sounds like Bing's Bakery would be a good prospect. Yeah, I would also agree 100%. I think the value proposition of what you're doing here, everybody has had a delicious brownie, right? You are the most delicious vegan brownie. And you're right. I mean, that's the trending topic of the day. It is totally, the wave is going plant-based.
Yeah.
So I think, just as Carla said, you'd want to weigh that very heavily on the packaging.
Right.
I would even find a way to incorporate into the tagline. I just think that's the anchor of the identity of this product, in my opinion. So
Right.
Molly's vegan brownies, something along those lines.
Okay, yeah, that's why we have the plant-based at the top. I try, it's hard to get everything on a label that size, but I understand what you're saying. That's great feedback. Thank you.
Yeah, so your ingredients, right, may need to go on the back.
Right.
And your label may need to be the top 3 things that this represents, just as some
got
feedback,
it,
right?
got
Because
it.
you're right. You put too much in marketing, advertisement stuff, people lose it. They
Right.
don't want to see all these words.
Right,
But
that's why-
that's kind of what I would suggest.
Yeah, that's definitely going forward. That's what I'm also thinking. This has literally just been sales, word of mouth, and making I love to make the creations of the boxes, and this is for a graduation, or whatever people want. I've been doing, and I really like that part of it too. So, but I understand if it goes on the shelves, and it's got to be a whole different scene. So.
Which of the 4, which one is probably your top seller, and which one, and if that's the case, whatever one's the top seller, is that the one that you plan to
Promote, have
Yeah,
my...
if you do win the Isles Trial program, is that the one that you plan to bring into the
Well,
store?
obviously it would be whatever you guys like the most. I have gotten, okay, so the Maple Mollies were literally just born this week, okay? So there is work to be done on those, I agree. I just felt like there was a need. People like nuts in a brownie, a lot of people do. Actually the peanut butter has been the top rave reviews, along with the coconut, and then the minty, a third, I would say. So.
Okay.
But thank you for coming in today. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. The biggest takeaway I got is the labeling and the focusing on just 1 or 2 of my flavors and not expanding too quickly too fast.